こんにちは。
はい、こんにちは。
はい。
こんにちは。
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 はい。では皆さん。Everybody? はい。おはようございます。どうぞ。はい。おはようございます。
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
はい。Everybody who's joining us online, please remember to leave your videos on. I'll wait a couple more minutes. I think a few people are still entering. So as I have already announced, today we will be looking at typing in Japanese. So I hope most of you have laptops. In case you have a smartphone or a tablet device, because you don't have a laptop for whatever, I'll just quickly give an overview of typing in those devices also, because going forward, you may be using that in the future. It's very straightforward. Actually, laptop is a little trickier. So I'll do that too, but the focus will be more on laptop, especially because if you go into the workspace, that's what you would need to use. So before that, we'll do a little bit of review of kana, what we looked at yesterday, right? We saw how to do two things in reading hiragana and katakana. One was, yes, long vowel sounds. That is vowel elongation. And the other is, yes, double consonants, right? So these two things we looked at yesterday. I would like to do a quick review of that, and then we will proceed into looking at typing. And if we have a little more time after that, we may start a little bit of lesson one or looking at the textbook, only if we have time. It's not actually part of today's portion. Sometimes we have time after typing, so we might do that. Hi. Okay, so let me just So we'll start with the review bit first, and then we will go into the typing part. Let me share my screen so that everyone online is on board. Hi. Is it visible to everyone online?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Hi. Hi.
All right. So a very quick overview of double consonant and long vowel sound, the rules to follow before we actually do some reading practice. I've also put in some words here as we go. So the double consonant, the rule for double consonant, right? What character do we use to show double consonant? Tsu, right? If it's a word in hiragana, we use hiragana tsu. If it's a word in katakana, we use katakana tsu. And it has to be small in size, right? Not the full length one. It'll be about half the height, a little more than half the height. This is the pattern in native Japanese words. This will appear only before ka, sa, ta, or pa sounds. In foreign words, that is in katakana, it may also appear for the voiced equivalents of these sounds. So that's 8 in katakana, 4 in hiragana. This is a pattern for this. Hi?
For smalls, right, in hiragana and katakana, that means it's a silent word, right?
Yeah, silent in the sense you don't pronounce it as tsu, but it is giving you some sound, right? It's making you hold this sound for extra time. So it's like a symbol. Rather than something silent, you can think of it as a symbol standing for something else. There's nothing actually silent in Japanese. They write only what they say. So, and they say very less. So let's just practice reading these. These are some new words here. A couple of hiragana and one in katakana. Let's start with the first one. Hai. Hai. This is E.
Yeah.
So we have to, yes. Online also, you can repeat it once. Issho.
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 Fantastic. Issho.
Issho. Issho.
Issho means together. Yes, issho, together. So when you want somebody to accompany you, can you go with me together to the movies or shopping or something? You often see it in those kinds of expressions. So issho, together. Or even when two things go together, right? Like, oh, this matches that. Sometimes they use it for that too. Hai, dozo.
Matcha. Cha.
Cha, right? This is cha. You have to double up this, right? How can we say it?
Matcha.
Matcha.
Matcha. Matcha.
Matcha. Has everyone heard of matcha? In English, we write it like this.
Ocha.
Matcha. Does anyone know what it is?
Ocha.
Yeah, it's tea, right? It's a type of tea. It's green tea, but so green tea that we usually have in most places, the way we cultivate it is we get the dust, or not even dust for green tea. It's more common to use the leaves. You infuse the bag and make it. But matcha is powdered, right? You have a very finely powdered form of the leaf, and you mix it into water completely and drink it, including that powder. You have to drink it. So it's kind of special, and the taste, the flavor is very unique. Do you want to keep it somewhere else? In fact, matcha is such a popular flavor in Japan that chocolates have matcha flavor, right? They have like matcha flavored filling.
But matcha powder also tastes like sweet, man.
Yeah, it's a little bit sweet sometimes. It can also be bitter. It depends on the brand that you buy, I guess. But yeah, I've had it a little bitter too. So it's a very unique flavor. If you can try. Kit Kat matcha flavor is a super popular thing in Japan. Also. And lastly,
Netto.
ne. This is
To.
to. Netto. Yes, like internet, right? The net. Great. So we're okay with consonants. Let's quickly recap vowel elongation with katakana, right? How do you show it in katakana? Long vowel. Yes, it's kind of like a dash or a hyphen, right? Okay, let's take a look at a couple of new words. How can we read it? Yes, this is
Boru. Boru.
ball. Yes, boru. Ball. Yes, sounds nothing like ball, right? Boru. Yes. Hi.
Supika.
P. Ha. Supika.
Supika.
This will be a slightly short sound here. So speaka is also fine, or supika. Both of these are okay. Yes, you can try it once. Supika.
Supika.
So long vowel, pretty easy in katakana. How about hiragana? What's the rule? Yes, you have to write for a sound, elongated a, you have to write hiragana a. For e sound, hiragana i. U sound, hiragana u. A sound. Yes, we usually use e, but there are some exceptions. And what about for o sound? Yes, for o also, rarely we use o. There are some cases, but by and large, we prefer to elongate it with u. Yes. So this is the general rule. For a, what word is this? Ah. Hi. Oka-san. Right? Oka-san. Meaning mother. Yes, fantastic. I'll just hide. Yes.
Oni-san.
Oni-san. Oni-san. Meaning big brother, right? Elder brother.
Brother.
That's very important, right? It's very distinct. It's not just brother. It's definitely elder brother. Hi. Elongating the u.
Who-san.
Who-sen. Hi. Who-sen. Meaning balloon. Yes. Okay, great. Who-sen. Two examples for elongating a sound with e character and a sound with a character. The first example, how do we read it?
Okay.
Toke. Right? Toke. What is toke? Yes, a clock or a watch. Sometimes they use it for watch also. And the next word is?
Oni-san.
Ai.
Oni-san.
One-san. One-san means? Yes. Elder sister, right? One-san. It's always spelt with a, right? And lastly, for elongating o. Yes. Oto-san. You're elongating o with u. And the second example is? Kori. Yes. Kori. What is kori?
Ice.
Yes, very good. Kori, ice. So now I'm going to focus a little more on hiragana, as I said. So let's try to read a few new words with it, which include this double consonant and elongation and all that. Shall we? One word at a time. Hi. Ma. She.
Mashiru. Mashiro.
Hi. Mashiro.
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 Mashiro means completely white. Actually, shiro means white. Ma, when you add that in front of some words, it's like thoroughly, truly, and completely in that form. You also use it for black. Does anyone know the word for black? Yeah.
Kuro.
I find a lot of people tend to know this word. So kuro is black. Makuro is completely black, right? Pitch dark, black kind of thing. So anyway, mashiro. There are two words. Let's do one at a time here. Yes. Kinem. Okay. Kinem. There's no double consonant. There's no elongation, nothing of that sort. It's just kinem.
Yeah.
Kinen is like an anniversary, a memorial day, like remembering something after so many years. How do we read this? Yes. Can you see that? It's when you write it in English, it's going to be spelled the same, but the pronunciation is a little different here. It's kinen. Kinen. That n sound is very soft. Kinen. Kinen and kitsuen are terms for smoking and non-smoking. They'll be like written on boards outside of buildings so that you can know if you're allowed to smoke or not smoke in that place. Not very important right now. This is just for reading practice. Hi. Similar to this, right?
She. Mashu. Su.
Massugu.
Masugu.
Massugu. It means straight ahead, right in front, right? Straight ahead, right in front. Massugu. Sometimes, like, it's also a straightforward thing, a straightforward person or personality. You can use it for all kinds of things. I'll just clean this up a little. Yes. Dozo. Kyo. Yes. This is kyo which is elongated, and ryu, which is
Ryu.
also elongated. How can we read it?
Kyoru.
Yori.
Kyoryu,
Kyoryu.
right? O is also long, U is also long. Kyoryu.
Kyoryu.
There's another word, kyuryo, which means totally different thing. Kyoryu is a dinosaur. Kyoryu. It's a dinosaur. Kyuryo means salary. So you don't want to mix those two words up. Hai. Dozo. Very good. That was very fast. Ha. Ki. Ri.
Mhm.
Hakkiri. Yeah. You want to hold it in that ik sound, right? Hakkiri.
Kiri.
Yes. You can repeat also, those of you who are online. Hakkiri.
Hakkiri.
Yes. Great. Hakkiri is an adverb meaning clearly. Like you use it before verbs to say, okay, it's clearly written, or somebody said it very clearly, or they didn't tell me clearly, and things like that. Once again, I've just cleaned this up. Hi. Yo. Yes. Byoin.
Yori.
Byoin.
Yori.
Does anyone know what it means? Hospital. Yes.
Hospital.
Yes, exactly. Byoin is hospital. How about this?
Yori.
Yo. Byoin.
Beyond.
What is byoin? I think I gave this example when we looked at bio the first time. I said they're two very different things, right? If you get into a taxi, beauty parlor. Yeah, exactly. Byoin is a beauty parlor. Byoin is a hospital. Great. Hai, dozo.
Obasan.
Excellent. Oba-san. What's Oba-san? Grandmother, right? How about this one?
Obasan.
Oba-san. Okay, this is Oba-san.
Basan.
Oba-san.
Obasan.
Oba-san,
Aunt.
right? So in Indian languages, we care a lot about how you're related to someone, right? Is it your mother's brother, your father's brother? Is it your mother's sister, your father's sister, elder sister, younger sister? All of this matters a lot to us. Everything same, Obasan. Aunt, any kind of aunt, father's sibling, mother's sibling, father's cousin, mother's cousin, they're all Obasan. Yes. So they don't have very neat distinctions about how someone is related to you. In Japanese culture and community, the word for family, does anyone know it? Yes, yes, yes.
Gakusei.
Gakusei is student, but the sound is a little similar. Kazoku. Ne? Kazoku means family. Then they have another word for relatives. That is shinseki. You don't need to remember that. The point is that kazoku usually means immediate family, like your immediate nuclear family, your parents, your children, your maybe immediate siblings, brother, sister. That is kazoku, grandparents. But all your distant aunts and cousins and all, they don't really come into kazoku. It's kind of tightly knit, small circle for them. Everybody else is a little further. They're shinseki. So in that sense, maybe I think that's my suspicion. Maybe because of this belief of kazoku, they're not so keen to distinguish how a person is exactly related to them. So they don't have separate words for, like chitti, chittappa, atte, and all that they don't have, So, hi. The next word is?
Jisan.
Oji-san.
Oji-san. Oji-san is?
Grandfather.
Grandfather?
Oji-san.
Oji-san. Just like Oba-san is aunt, Oji-san is? Yes, Oji-san. Great. Last pair. We just read them, yeah?
Oni-san.
Oni-san. One-san. Elder brother and elder sister. Oni-san, elder brother. One-san, elder sister. Yes. Fantastic. Okay. So from the looks of it, I think many of you are getting comfortable with vowel elongation and double consonant. There is a small homework assignment that I'll be sharing during the week for you to practice, especially these two things. So along with learning hiragana and katakana, we need to get used to reading these special ways of looking at kana. So I'll give a separate assignment for that for you to practice. Apart from that, basically just keep writing, keep trying to read words. Now you can start reading the words that we've already learned, right? So that you're not thinking of kana in isolation. You have to start thinking of them as part of bigger units, because by next week, we're going to start reading sentences. So you need to be comfortable with words for that. Yes, so I'd like everyone to target that. Daijoubu desu ka?
大丈夫です。
大丈夫です。
Great. Very happy to hear it. Okay, good. So let me just pull this out. Hi. So now I think we can get started with the typing part. So if you've brought your laptops, yes, you can take them out, boot them up. And those of you who are here in the physical class, you can open any Word document, notepad, anything is fine. As long as you can input text, that's enough. Those of you who are with me online here, I will be sharing a couple of links with you. So I would like you to come to that particular document. Yes. I'll just share it with you in 1 second. You don't have to come to the document right away. First, I want to tell everyone how to do the typing. So please open, even those of you who are online, please just open any document where you can do some typing. Keep it ready. As I explain the basics, you can practice the basics on your own. And then when we get into class, all together when we practice, that you can come to this document. And I want everyone to type online so I can see how you're doing and help you if there are any mistakes. Yes. So for now, just open any document and keep it ready. I'll share the screen and basically go through the rules for typing in Japanese. So once you open any, actually, I'll share the full screen. I think that's better. Yeah. Now, once you have installed the Japanese keyboard in your computers, whether it's Windows or whether it's Mac, whether it's a smartphone or a tablet, you will have a place where you can switch languages, right? So in Windows, it's this little language icon. It will appear only after you install a new language. If you only have English, it won't show up at all. Once you have this, you can click on it and switch to Japanese here. It'll say Microsoft IME. After you switch to Japanese, there's one more step, right? It's not enough if you just do this. It'll change to a J, and you'll have one more thing appearing here in the corner, alphabet A. As long as it says A, you're still only going to type English. You need to click it again. It will change to hiragana A. And then whenever you're in a particular app, right? I've clicked in this document, you can see whether it's A or A. Please check. Only if it's A, you will be able to type in Japanese there, right? So this is something. There are keyboard shortcuts for this. I'll quickly share a couple of useful keyboard shortcuts. The Windows key plus spacebar, if you press and hold Windows key and keep hitting the spacebar, it will rotate through the different language keyboards that you have, like this. And then you can stop wherever you want. Apart from that, if you use the Alt key and the tilde key, right? That's the one next to number 1 here, all the way in the corner. Alt tilde will help you switch between this hiragana A and alphabet A. So there are some of us who don't like to keep using the mouse for everything. I like to stay on the keyboard when I'm typing. So if I want to switch back and forth, this is a very convenient shortcut. Now, once you're actually in the Japanese keyboard, you're ready to start typing. When you leave an app, right now I'm on this app. If I switch to another app, it's going to switch over back to A. So please keep an eye on this. It's often going to switch back and forth because they're assuming that Japanese is not your primary language when you use this. Yes. Also, one small note, if you right-click this app, you have a bunch of options. Among those options, you have a difference between full width and half width, katakana and alphanumeric. Half width is not important for you right now. They use that in things like newsletters and bulletins and things like that, where they want to save space. The katakana will look half the size it's supposed to look, even alphabets. Half width is not something you're going to be using much, so don't worry about it. But if you want to type fully in katakana, you can switch here. There is another way to switch to katakana. I will explain that in a few minutes. Yes. So now with this, I hope you all have some documents open. The rule for actually typing hiragana is very straightforward. It's the key that you have in your textbook. So for all the characters, there's something written in English, right? That's not actually a pronunciation guide, that's a typing guide. So if you want to type that character, you have to input this key combination. It's pretty straightforward. So what I'd like everyone to do is practice typing the first set, the main 46 characters. I'd like for you to type each of these out and make sure you're getting them. But before you type, I'll point out a few exceptions that you have to look out for. Those are these special sounds. Shi, chi, tsu, and hu. For these 4 characters, there are multiple ways you can get them. Typing SI will also give you shi. Typing SHI will also give you shi. TI, CHI, they'll both give you this character. TU, TSU, they'll both give you tsu. HU or F, either letter, H or F, both of them will give you hu. Yes, so it depends on what you find convenient. I'm a very phonetic person. For me, if I spell it the way I hear it, it's very easy. So I usually use the second one, shi, chi, tsu, hu. That's how I prefer to type. One other character that's a bit tricky is It's like sensei, that you have to type N twice. Otherwise, it won't change into this. It'll stay in English. For example, if you just type N, it's going to show N. If you type double N, it'll switch to N. Okay. So I'd like everyone to first practice all these characters. Yes, I'll come around and make sure you're okay. Yes? Which way? Yeah, I'll come and check. So I'd like everyone to practice. Just let me know if you're having any issues. Yes?
It's coming some other.
Yeah. So this is a problem. I'll show everyone. Some of you, when you type that is the A letter, you will get chi. This is because this thing called kana input is switched on. Okay, it's off in mine. I'll turn it on and I'll show you. When I type A, it'll give you chi. Kana input is designed based on Japanese computers. Japanese original keyboard is designed. So it's for Japanese people who are using foreign computers. So make sure you right-click here and turn off kana input. It should be off. Yes, you can right-click over here, this letter A or A. Once it's off, it should be fine. Yes? Daijoubu desu ka? Yes. Some of you may be using smartphones, so I just want to quickly share how to use that. Give me a second.
Ma'am, what's the software for downloading Japanese keyboard?
There's no separate software. It's part of Windows input. So if you follow the installation instructions, you just have to basically go to settings. And if you look for input, you'll be able to find it. Let me show you. So that's keyboard. Or you can try keyboard. Keep changing everything. Yes. So you'll have language and keyboard options.
Okay.
And over here, you just have to add the language. If you go to add a language, you'll be able to choose Japanese. You can even search for it. See, it's already added in mine, so it's grayed out. But it will take some time to download. So once you add it, it will download all this, the text-to-speech, speech recognition, handwriting, all of that is going to take time to download. But the basic typing, you should be able to do it pretty quickly.
Sensei, one more doubt.
Hi.
If we click the space bar, automatically the other words are coming.
Sorry?
If you click the space bar,
Yes, yes. Thank you for asking. Okay, can I have everyone's attention? Yes? Everyone? Your attention, please. When you type in Japanese, as you keep typing, an underline will appear under each character, right? A, I, U, E, O. As you type, it'll also give you suggestions. To get that underline, as long as the underline is there, it's going to give you suggestions. In the early stages, suggestions are very dangerous because they will tell you kanji also, and you don't know kanji yet. And sometimes for the same sound, you'll have many different kanji. So please ignore the suggestions. While it's underlined, if you hit enter, the underline will go away and you can start typing something else. You can do it after even just one character. A, enter. I, enter. In the beginning stages, you can do it like this. Please don't use the suggestions yet. Is it okay? 大丈夫ですか? Yes. Are there any other technical issues? Is everyone able to type and get these characters? Hi. Yeah, I'll just share this also. So now quickly to introduce Japanese keyboard for smartphones and basically mobile devices, tablets. There are multiple types of keyboards for phones. So some of you, if you tried installing that, let me just show this video. Yeah. So this is a standard Android device. Now you'll have this little globe icon. If you tap that icon, you'll be able to switch languages, or you can hold the space bar. Both are available. Now, among Japanese options, there's something called QWERTY, which is basically your English keyboard, QWERTY. That's QWERTY, right? Please make sure you select QWERTY when you install Japanese keyboard. That's the easiest and most straightforward one. You follow the same rules as typing on a computer. This is what QWERTY keyboard looks like. The only major difference between this and an English board is they have this little, what is this? Dash here. It's the elongation mark for katakana. Because of that, the spacing is a little different. Otherwise, it's basically the same. Yes. If you installed the other one, I'll show you what that looks like. Just a second. Okay. Hi. This is called the 12 keys keyboard. Yes. It's the old style, like when they first invented cell phones and Japanese people needed to type, they put it like this. It's called 12 keys. And it's basically, you have to press and hold a particular letter, and then you will get all the options in that row. So if you press and hold A, I, U, A, and O will appear on top, to the right, to the bottom, and to the left. And then you have to flick your hand to choose the right one. This is very intuitive for many Japanese people because they've been doing it for like 20 years. So even on smartphones, Japanese people may prefer this. But for us, it's a little difficult because it means you have to think directly in Japanese. I recommend it if you have the time and if you are interested in trying, because it makes you think in Japanese. But you have to get used to the idea that A, I, U, E, O are contained here. Then the rest are controlled by the consonant sounds. This is ka. If you press and hold, you'll get kiku, keiko, and you have to flick accordingly. If you don't want to flick, if you want just ka, you just tap ka. But if you want the other keys, you have to hold and then flick. Sa, shi, su, se, so, ta, chi, tsu, te, to, na, ni, nu, ne, no, ha, hi, hu, he, ho, ma, mi, mu, me, mo, ya, yu, yo, da, di, ru, re, do. Wa will be the one where you can find n, right? Wa and n are contained there. And as you type, you can see how it works here. Like this. As you type, if you enter a key that can be voiced, you will have a new option here to add the voicing, this over here, to voice or to add the little circle for pa sound. That's how you can do those. This is for if you want to type in a phone, right? So these are the basic things. There are a couple of other useful things in phones that I want to share with everyone, and that is the handwriting keyboard. So you have something called handwriting, Japanese handwriting keyboard. It's basically like this. You'll have a big blank space and you can write Japanese into it. And it will recognize provided you write it correctly. This is super useful when you're learning hiragana and katakana. Yes, it'll make you think in. So please install this if you have a smartphone. Use this for practice. It's useful for one more thing. When you learn kanji, right, in the future, if you find a kanji you can't read, you cannot copy paste, you can write it and find it in a dictionary. So I recommend typing keyboard for everybody. Install it in your smartphones. It will be useful in the future. And lastly, this is just bonus points. There's something called Godan keyboard. It's extremely complicated to understand for English thinkers. A, I, U, E, O. Ka, sa, ta, na, ha, ma, ya, ra. Those are the rows. So you have to write K, A for ka, right? S, I for she. It's a little challenging. Please don't use Godan if it's confusing. Yes. Any questions so far? Basic rules of typing? Daijoubu desu ka? Yeah, you got this. Okay, great. Yes, I'll just come around.
Taking some time to get downloaded.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to install, but it should work right away. Yeah. Okay, great. Good. Super. Oh, great, you're right, handwriting it. Ah, yeah. So if you hit enter, the underline will go away. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Great. Yeah, you can follow tategaki or yokogaki, both are fine. So if you want to type W-O that O, write W-O. You'll get that character. Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hi. Yes.
Key is not coming. Key, K-I, key.
Which one? Key? This one?
Key, key is not coming. It's showing.
Which character is it showing? Let me see if maybe kana input. Are you getting this? Is this what you get when you type KI?
Yeah, this key I'm getting, the displayed one.
No.
Actually, hiragana key I'm not getting.
Yeah. So if you're getting this, it means over here in the bottom corner, this hiragana A is there, right? Right click on that and make sure this kana input is off.
No, I already switch off it.
Yeah.
But still I'm getting the same this displayed one key, but in our book different key is there, no, in hiragana.
Okay, you mean without that stroke? That is over here, it's attached, right?
Yes.
That's just a font thing. So in computers, this is how it will look. You're getting it like this, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, this is correct.
Okay, okay, thank you. Yeah, guys are okay?
How does get the last?
That's W-O. You can use it W and O, you'll get that. Yeah. Yes, for this wo, you have to type it with the W, right? So you can follow that. The written text is what you should follow for typing. The same thing given in your textbook. Yes, actually here if you go into settings and go into Japanese input options, and maybe over here. Yeah. Here. QWERTY. Yeah. Yes. Daijoubu desu ka? Okay. Hi. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, great. Please do practice the voiced sounds also. Once you're done with the basics, you can try the voiced sounds. Follow the ones in your textbook. I'll just scroll down. I'll show you in the document. We'll come to writing words right after this. Yes. For voiced sounds, a few warnings. Yes. Couple of things you have to be careful about. G. To get this character, Z-I or J-I. Typing both of that will give you the same thing. If you want this G, you have to type D-I. Yeah, for this one, you have to type D-I. And for this, you have to type D-U. The rest, it's basically the same as what you can expect. Please practice the voiced characters also. Now, this is the space bar. Yeah. Hit enter, hit OK, and then try hit space. Yeah. Those of you who are using your mobile device, if you're trying to use the 12-key keyboard, yes.
Shenzi, ma'am, I have a problem. I now switched my language to Japanese. Now what happened? Everything in the mobile got into primary language as Japanese, and now I'm struggling. So can you help me?
Okay. So in your Windows display language, it's the very first option. So go to this. The very first option should be.
No, I am in the smartphone, not on the
in your
laptop.
smartphone. I'll look and check. It's different in each smartphone. So.
Yeah, it's an iPhone. So.
Oh, it's an iPhone. Oh my God.
So that's what I'm.
You may have to look up online how to change it back because I don't have an Apple device.
Okay.
I have another computer or something where you can look it up.
Okay.
Sumimasen, I'm sorry. Yeah, we have to be very careful. Display language shouldn't get changed.
Yeah.
So if you're using your phone, please, in the suggestions, you will get many suggestions, except hiragana or katakana as soon as it shows up. Now we're practicing hiragana for now. I'll tell you katakana soon. Yes? Are the voiced sounds okay? Okay. Oh, great. Don't be freaked out. I'm right behind you. Yes. Fantastic. Okay. Hi. Sorry. Yes. Great. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah.
This UI does join like this.
So that's basically in typing, it'll come out like that. So only when we use a brush, sometimes it'll be disconnected. So in handwriting, that's the practice we follow. But the typed font version in print, it became like this, like back in medieval Japan itself, they fixed it like this. So anytime you see a font or typed thing, sometimes where it's disconnected in handwriting, it'll be connected in typed font. That's the only reason. There's no difference. Okay, great. Yes. Hi. I hope everyone got the voiced sounds. Next, you can try the contracted sounds. Yes? Contracted sounds, you have to give, basically you have to type this combination as given in your textbook. So kya versus ki ya. Please be very careful. It's very different, right? Ki and then ya, if you type K-I-Y-A, you'll get two big characters. I will type it on screen to show you. Yes, it's like this. If you put in this, you will get two big characters. If you directly type KYA, you'll get big key and small ya. For sha, cha, and ja, there's no Y, right? We don't input any Y in English. Any questions? Till now, is it okay?
It's just taking some time for me to install
Ah,
the.
You can let me know once you're done with the installation. You can practice and just let me know if it's okay.
Sure. ma'am.
Hi. Hi.
Rude and all, we have to use D.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, we follow the spelling. What we think in English, you can mostly follow that. Just these are exceptions. Be very careful. Okay, so those of you who are caught up, you can try katakana next. Now, katakana is a little tricky. There are multiple ways. One is, whatever you type in hiragana, if you press F7, the F7 key after you type, it'll change everything into katakana, whatever is underlined. So for example, I want to type my name, Anuja. It's all in hiragana. Usually, if the computer knows that it's something foreign, it will suggest katakana to you, but it may not be proper. So if you want it to be fully katakana, press F7, it'll convert everything. Yes. That's one way. Another way is, for each letter, usually you'll get a suggestion. If you hit the space bar, the first suggestion will be katakana. Type A, hit space bar, mostly it will change to katakana. This is one more way. The last, somewhat irritating way is, if you right-click here and change it to full width katakana, you can directly input only in katakana. Like that. Yes, of course, this is a bit cumbersome. F7 is the most convenient way. So you can practice all the same sounds. Try it in katakana also once. Yes. If you have any trouble, you can let me know. After this, we're going to move on to writing words. Yes, with elongation, double consonant, all that. Hi. Yes. So your name in katakana. Your best guess. Your how would sorry, Neeraj. Ju, maybe. Neeraju. Neeraju-san. Hi. You'll have to go with the suggestions. So just type it, maybe put A, and you'll get. Yeah. Mostly it will come as long as it thinks it's a foreign word. So if you try shatsu, for example, SHATSU. S. I think that's a D. Oh. Yeah, it's and the keyboard layout is slightly different from English. So if you type fast in English, then you'll make mistakes in this. I have that problem. TSU. Shatsu. You'll get the katakana suggestion. Yeah. Hi. 大丈夫ですか? In your phones, you will get katakana as suggestion. There's no way to directly type in katakana. Yes. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, great. Hi. Now, those of you who have finished, maybe you can go to the next thing. That's to practice double consonants and basically writing small characters. I'll do double consonants first. Double consonant, actually, it will automatically appear if you spell the word correctly, like we've been practicing in English. If you want to type kitte, K-I-T-T-E, will give you the correct output in Japanese. If you type K-I-T-E, you'll get kite. If you don't put that double T, if you put kitsute, you're going to get the big tsu. So please be very careful. You want a small tsu. So you have to type it correctly. If it's a hiragana word, it will come in hiragana. If it's a katakana, it will suggest it to you in katakana. You can choose it in the suggestion. Yes? Hi. Sorry, 1 second. There's a question here. I'll just come back. Yes? I think they'll just pick it up in school whenever they teach it accordingly. I mean, so a native Japanese keyboard has a different layout. It will have the hiragana directly typed, printed on it. So that is one thing. But nowadays, a lot of people use smartphones and stuff, right? So they use that 12 key thing. Yes? Just 1 second. I had a question online. Yes?
Yeah. How do I configure the katakana?
How to change it to katakana?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can type whatever you want to type in hiragana. Then if you press F7, it will change to katakana.
Okay.
For my name, for example, Anuja, it's in hiragana. If I press F7, it will get converted.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
I'll just type it here. Yes. Yeah, sorry. Your name was? Only in English. Hi, let me just take a look. So when you don't use stuff that goes corresponding directly with katakana, like there's no equivalent katakana for it, it will show it in English. So you have to think directly in katakana sound. So your name is Jerry.
Jervin. Jervin.
Jervin. Okay. Jerubin. Jerubin. Either you can try B, you can also try VI. Jerubin. We'll see if that works. Jeru. B. Yeah. For N, double N, and it'll change. It will sound a bit different, yeah. But when Japanese people say it, it will sound different. Please do practice a few words with double consonants. Whatever we saw in class, like mashiro, kekkon. You can try typing these out and see if it comes correctly. Kitte, beddo, and so on. Yes. And one last note, when you're writing some words, if you miss the small ya, you, yo, you miss the small tsu, or in katakana, you have special characters, right? Ha, hi, fu, he, ho, all of those. If you miss a small character, you can manually input just that small character. The way to do it is, before you type out that character, use the letter L or X. So if you want a small tsu, you should type X, T-S-U, or L for little. You can remember it like that. L, T-S-U, little tsu. Yes, L, T-S-U. It will change from this big size to small size, right? It'll appear small directly. I'll show you. You can actually do this for all the vowel sounds also. So instead of A, if I type L-A, it's going to appear as small a. To give you a comparison, this is regular A. This is small a. Ya, this is regular ya. This is L-Y-A, small ya. So to manually go and input, you can remember X or L. X as in extra small or L as in little.
Sensei, if you want to write a separate letters, maybe we need to write and enter and space. Space.
Yes, you don't have to put in space if you don't want to, but yeah, you can do that. So enter space, e enter space, u enter space, so on.
Okay.
Yes. They don't have la, but you mean those extra katakana, right? You follow the same typing that we saw in class. You follow the same rules. These are the special characters. Actually, I'll be sharing this document with everyone. You can check this anytime. I'll put it in Google Classroom. So to get these, you have to type what I have given in blue. So for example, for 2, you have to type TWU. The one in blue. Okay, please follow that. If you follow something else, it'll come out incorrectly. Yes?
Since actually, if you type V, only V letter is coming.
Typing which one?
V.
Me. M-I.
Yeah, if any letters, if not vowels.
You're getting, which character are you getting?
Just V.
When? I'm sorry, I'm not understanding the exact problem.
If you are
Yeah.
writing like another separate letter which is not a vowel, is the same letter is coming, like example M or W, it's just coming
Yes,
like
yes.
W.
In English, you mean?
Yeah, English.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Only if you type the correct combination, you will get hiragana or katakana output. If you type something outside of these combinations, it will come in English only. So you have to follow the exact combination. If you want to type your name, you have to convert your name into Japanese sounds. Right? So for example, your name is Lata. There's no la. You have to change it to ra sound. So rata. Then if you input it, you'll be able to get in katakana what kind of sound you want. So that's the only way. If your name is like Indian names, we don't have a choice. You have to change it to katakana.
Yeah, Sumimasen sensei, one doubt.
Dozo.
So how to type coffee?
Kohi, yes. Oh, elongation. So I'll just quickly come to that. For katakana elongation, you can use the dash or hyphen key that's right next to the number 0, right, on your keyboards. So let me show an example. Ko hyphen, hi hyphen. Your first suggestion will be in katakana because the keyboard understands that you're trying to write a foreign word. Then you can switch it. Of course, you can also use F7. Ko hyphen, hi hyphen, F7. That's also fine. So this is elongation or writing in katakana. Elongation in hiragana, you just spell it as it is. You can also practice, say, oka-san, o-ka-a-sa-n. Oka-san. 大丈夫ですか?
Yeah, 大丈夫です。
Yes?
ありがとう。
いえいえ。
My name is Satya, S-A-T-H-Y-A. So, which one spelled correct? This is Sachi, right? So, would I use
You
R?
can try T if you want, since anyway it's a foreign word.
T-H-I, right? This is.
Yes, you can try it in, but change it to katakana, the hiragana this name.
So, how will they pronounce both these words in Satya?
So, yeah, this is either Satya or Satya.
Satya.
Yeah. If they can do this, they will try. If they can't, they'll go for this. So, but Satya, I think they'll be able to say it, but there'll be that extra vowel sound in between. Satya sound. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Yes. You can, if you try enter V, sorry, I think it's, okay. How come it's not giving suggestion in katakana? Oh, it's on the translation. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, it's okay. I don't need that. Yeah. Is this an iPhone?
No, Android.
Oh, okay. So yeah, here you are. You can use V. So it's not given in your textbook. These are the special characters. So you do have V. If they can't pronounce it, they'll change it to B automatically. But you can write it as V. Yes. These are the special characters. Hi. So double consonants, elongation, are these okay? Are we good? Then we're going to move on to writing some words. Just a few small things before we start. These are extra information for you. When you start looking at documents or texts in Japanese, you can know about this. Now, quotation marks, right? Double quotes. In Japanese, instead of the ones we use in English, they use these little bracket things. Yes? Sometimes they're L-shaped brackets. This is the open bracket. And this is the closed bracket. So instead of typing hi inside quotations, they'll put open bracket, ko, ni, chi, wa, close bracket, to show that somebody has spoken that, right? Like in stories, or if you play video games, you might also see that. These are some alternative types of brackets. They look like these greater than, less than symbols. To get these brackets, if you want to type them, you can use the bracket key in your keyboard, and it'll give it as various options. There are many types of brackets in Japanese. So you can look through the options if you want to play around with it a bit. Using the comma and full stop keys will give you the Japanese period or full stop, which is basically a small circle. Yes. When you start writing Japanese also, I want you to practice using this. Don't use the English full stop. You have to draw a little circle. Yes. The comma, the Japanese comma also looks a little different. Now, English comma curves like this. Japanese comma is like a straight little line going in that direction. Just for you to get used to seeing it. You'll see it in the textbook. You will get kanji suggestions as you type. Please don't use the suggestions yet. Kanji can be very dangerous. You can write something you don't mean at all. Worse, it could offend someone. It's very easy to make mistakes. So please don't take kanji suggestions. Just hit enter with your hiragana input once it's correct. Yes. Later on, I'll come back to this when we learn kanji. Sometimes one word uses the same kanji twice, right after the thing. At that time, we have this thing called the kanji repetition mark. We'll learn about it later. It's not important now. Yes. So now I would like everyone to actually practice typing. These words or expressions are in English, of course. I would like for you to translate it into Japanese first, and then type it correctly, right? You have to make sure you get the right spelling, elongation, double consonant, all that. I'll put this on the screen. And for those of you who are online, I'm going to share something with you. I would like you to type into that document directly. Just 1 second. Done. Yes. So everybody who's joining us online, please come to this doc. There is a link to the other doc also. If you want, you can open it for instructions. And I want you to move down. I've given a bunch of numbers for everybody in class online. Come to a number, put your name in, and then start typing below that number. Yes, you can go down. I've given up to 30, so space yourselves out. And here are the words. I would like everyone to try to complete writing this list. Yes? Okay. So now for those of you in class, I've given the example here. You can also try to write your name. Please write your name in katakana first and then in English in brackets. Then I can check and tell you if there's anything we can correct or change. Hi. Let me change back to that. So here are the list of words. Just switch to that other screen. A little easier. Yes? I'm going to save a little space by doing this. So that you can all see it on one screen. Daijoubu desu ka? Is it difficult to read? Yes, I can maybe reduce the space a bit more and squeeze it in. There we go. And I'll zoom it up. Daijoubu desu ka? Is it visible? Yes. Okay, great. So please try writing these words out. I'm going to come around and check. Yeah, start with your names, please. Then I can check. How will you try? You have to type it using katakana sounds, right? So how will you change it? A, B, katakana. You're still in English input. Yes, avi, na, shu, maybe? Shu, shu. Yes, but now it's not giving the suggestion. If you hit F7, Fn. Now you have to use function. The function. You have to retype. Okay. Hi. Yeah. So you have to change that, right? So ha ir la mudiyadu Japanese la. So on the ra vera edukavadu ra ri ru re ro indile edavadhu choose pannom. So haru, maybe u sound is a short sound. You can go for that. So harusha baru dam. Yeah. Yes.
Sensei,
Hi, sir. 1 second. Yes.
can you share the link again?
Yeah, sure. 1 second. It's there in the chat, but I think if you dropped out, it might be missing. Let me see. Chat ni iremashou. Hi. Great. Yeah. Remember, Ohio, yo should be elongated with u. Yes. Konnichiwa, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Vignesh-san, great job with your name. That looks good. Yes. Hi. Yes. Great. Fantastic. Here, I'll switch over to the list. Those of you who are writing your name, remember it should be switched to katakana. This is hiragana desu ne. Shantanu-san, hi. Goku-san, again, gokuru. You can add that at the end and write it in katakana. But I can understand. Murugan-san also. Remember, it should be in katakana. Great.
Yeah, okay.
Hi. Let me switch screens. Sumimasen. Hi, dozo. Yeah. Hi. Valarmati. Okay.
What I do is while writing this Valarmati, I used to write this also. That is okay.
It's okay, yes. Va. Instead of va, if you use ba, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, the main idea is to make it easy for Japanese people.
Yeah.
This is easier for them.
No, Japanese people, they write like this only. They don't
Ba.
write in this.
Yeah, this is very new thing. So many of them are not used to doing this.
Okay.
So you can use ba directly if you want. It's okay. Bararu.
Resident card, I get. But while working, they write like this only.
Okay, then it's fine. You can follow that. Ultimate is to make them understand. So it's fine. Yeah, great. So, Ohio gozaimasu.
That is
Arigato gozaimasu. Fantastic.
automatically coming.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, that's okay. But try to type it fully also. Yeah. So you get the hang of the spelling. Yeah. Hi.
And then for the Okasana, I'm getting in kanji. That is okay. Writing kanji or this writing.
For now, write in hiragana. After we learn the kanji, you can start using. If you already know the kanji, then you can use it. Hi. Daijoubu desu ka? I'm not sure what the H is doing there. You can remove the H. Son, John's son, right? Your name is. So,
John is
John? Son. Maybe you can try Johnson. Yeah. Because this will sound like son, right? That suffix, maybe. But it's okay. It depends on how Japanese people will pronounce it. You can try either way. If you feel this is closer to your name, you can try this. Johnson.
Is that right? Writing like this is right?
No. I'm unable to.
It's not that son.
Language,
It's his name, Johnson.
But then the people, Japanese people, they'll think like this.
That's why I thought you can try so. Yeah, instead of sa, try so. Johnson.
Since I'm unable to shift the language, keyboard language isn't visible to me.
This language thing, the bottom right corner, is it available? Next to the time and date and all that, you have this. Yeah, ENG, it will say.
Yeah.
When you click on that, what options do you get?
Yeah, I just got it to Japanese.
Okay, great. Once you switch to that, remember to make sure this says hiragana a. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shinzen.
Hi. Those are. Yes.
Yeah. Is there any specific reason that no names you're asking to write in katakana?
Just so that you can practice, because the Japanese people will be able to pronounce like that only. So.
Okay.
If it's very difficult, you can leave it, but it's good to practice.
Okay. Hi. One more clarification. See, in Japan, for yes, it's hi.
Yes.
But they also use what is that for?
Actually, it's the same thing. A and hi both mean yes. There's no difference actually. One is just a little bit more feminine maybe, but there's no real difference.
Okay. Arigato gozaimasu.
Yeah, no problem. Yes, daijoubu desu ka? Yeah. Yes, it's coming out fine. Awesome. Hi. Yes. Hi. Yes. This is right?
What is it?
Yeah.
Johnson.
No.
Johnson.
The next you typed one, so I thought you'll get the other. Double N. If you put in N twice, you'll get the N. And then hit space, you'll get katakana. Yeah, space will usually switch to katakana, but not always. So if that's not working, you can do F7. Johnson. So, right? So, Johnson. Yes. Yes. So in konnichiwa, you have to, it's sorry, change that, right? Nichi, and this wa should be ha. We are pronouncing as wa, but actually this character has to come. So you have to type heche. Right? Konnichiwa sensei. Hai. Bara na bu. Pranav. Okay. Oh, sorry. I thought it was ba. Okay, sorry. Puranabu desu. Great. Fantastic. Nice. Hi. Looking good so far. You can practice those on the screen. Yeah. Great. Ohio. It should be ha, right? Ohio. Yeah. And that's ho. O. Ha. Yo. Ohio. Hi. Ohio. It's an elongated sound. Yes? Yeah, sorry. I think it's in the wrong. Yes. Daijoubu desu ka? Oh, you're practicing those expressions. Fantastic. If you finish typing what's on the screen, you can practice with the expressions I shared before. クラスで使う言葉。Oh, great. You've got it. Ohayo elongation, right? You have to add a u. Yo, u. It's an elongated sound. Yeah, correct. And konnichiwa. This wa, even though we say wa, actually it's the ha, right? So you should type it like that. Hai. Gozaimasu. Yeah, we have to type su. Even though we are not zu, su. Masu. Su. Yeah. Su. Just su. Su. Yes. I think O is missing. Ohayo. The ga is also there. Yeah. Here. It's O. Ha. Yo. And yo is elongated. Like that. Okay. Yes. Oha yo. Yeah. Instead of oha yo, and that is elongated. So ohayo gozaimasu. After su, there's no u. It's just su. That's all. Ohayo gozaimasu.
My name is
Yeah. Bino su. Mostly they'll put su for that. Binosu.
Names has to be written in katakana, right?
Yes. How is yours coming? Vijesha. Okay, fine. J, it's in hiragana, no? You can change it to katakana.
Okay.
J, shu. Maybe you can put shu at the end. How's it going? Oh, wow, fantastic. So it's Joshita, right? Okay. Oh, it's changed to kanji. So you can change it to erase it and write it again, but make sure you put it in katakana. Yeah. Because Joshi is a Japanese word, so it will change. Daijoubu desu ka? Jeru. Yeah, we already saw Jerumin, right? Konnichiwa. Be a little bit careful. Konni. One ni should come. Konnichi. And then wa should be ha. Actually, we're pronouncing it as wa, but we should be writing ha. That's the grammar. Hi? Yes. So you have to type heche.
So that is a particle or?
It is a particle there.
So in previous Japanese, how it is a full sentence.
It used to be a sentence, yeah. That's why. So konnichiwa, something, something. Then they contracted it and they started just saying konnichiwa. Same with konbanwa. So we should use wa when we type it. Just 1 second. Konni. This is just E, right? It should be konni-chi. And again, this wa, actually, it's a grammatical thing. So we should use ha, but we're pronouncing it as wa.
Ni.
Yeah, exactly. Kon-ni-chi-wa.
WHA like that.
No. Just wa. We're writing heche, but the pronunciation is wa only. Generally, for this particular sound, we'll be using it like this many times. Yes. Daijoubu desu ka? Is it okay? Yeah. Seruba. You can try seruba. And write it in katakana. Yes. Seruba. Purabin. It's a little bit off. This is po. Pa, right? Paroen, it says. So you can try it in different. We'll come back to your name. Maybe you can practice it. Okay. So you can try seruba, seruba, S-E-R-U-B-A, and put it in katakana. Then purabin, purabin. You can try. If you want, I can write it down for you. Seruba, purabin. Try writing this and changing it to katakana. See if it comes out correctly. Yeah. Ohayo gozaimasu. It should be ha. Adhira. Is it adhira? Adhira. Okay. Adhira-san. Do you want to make it elongated?
Oh, yes.
Adhira-san?
Oh, yes.
You can add the elongation mark. Looks good. I'll just come back for the other words.
How to change it to katakana?
Was there a question online?
Yes.
Was there a question? Hi. Yes.
How to change it to katakana, Sensei?
To change anything to katakana, after you type it, you can put F7. You can just use the F7 key. Some of you may need to hold down the function key and then put F7. So, anuja, F7, it'll change to katakana. Another way is if you want to go one character at a time, hitting the space bar will usually change it to katakana. A couple of small notes, yes? One more time, please. Yeah. Does anyone remember how to say one more time, please? Mou ichido onegai shimasu. Yes. Okay, so a few things. Some people will generally confuse this. What is good morning?
Ohio.
Yes. Ohayo gozaimasu, right?
Ohio.
Yo. Ohayo. 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 Gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. Right? Getting the spelling correct is very important. Yes? Ohayo gozaimasu. What about good day? Good afternoon. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Ko. Right? Ko. Ko. Ni. Chi. Here we say wa, but actually we should use ha. Right? Konnichiwa. This is the correct spelling. How about konbanwa? Ko. Ba. Again. Wa. HA we have to type, right? Konbanwa. Ohayo gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. Konbanwa. What's good night?
Oyasumi.
Hi, exactly. Oyasumi. Na-sa-i. I'll show you the combination. I'll write it in English below. O-ha-yo-u-go-zaimasu. Yes? Ko-ni-chi-wa. Ko-n-ba-n-wa. O-ya-su-mi-na-sa-i. Okay? So this is actually how the characters that you have to type is this to get that result. Now some more tricky ones. What is this? Sorry, one more time, please.
Sumimasen, mou ichido onegai shimasu.
Hi. Sumimasen. Mo. I use the comma here. Okay? Sorry. Sumimasen, comma. Mo. Mo plus elongation. Ichido. Onegai shimasu. We have to be very clear about the spelling. If you type zu, you'll get it with the voicing. It shouldn't be voiced. Things like that you have to be a bit clear about. That's the use of practicing typing. Now, there's a reason we're all doing typing very early. Once we start doing the textbook, right, going through the lessons, at the end of every lesson, you have some exercises. Those are done in the textbook. Apart from that, you have exercises in your Hayakawa login online platform. You're supposed to log in, type the answers to your homework and submit it. We'll be doing it starting next weekend. So please be comfortable with typing. Hi.
Sensei, what is laptop?
Pasokon. 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 Right? If you hit F7, it'll change to katakana. Pasokon. Yes? Now another tricky one. Is it okay? How can we ask? Jo. It's elongated. Daijoubu desu ka? Daijoubu desu ka? And the answer is? I hope so anyway. Daijobu desu. Right? You have to type it. I'll write it in English here. Daijobu desu ka. I put extra spaces. Please don't put the spaces in Japanese. You need spaces. I just wrote that so you can see the difference. Let me scroll down a bit. Yeah? Daijoubu desu ka? So what about arigatou gozaimasu? You have to thank you, right? Arigatou. You have to add this for elongation. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah.
Sensei.
Hi.
What is clock in Japanese?
What is clock?
Okay.
Okay, right? Okay. You have to add that E at the end. But you're pronouncing it as okay. When you type it, okay. E. Hi? Sorry? Arigatou gozaimasu. So gozaimasu is something, it's very respectful way of speaking. It doesn't mean anything. Yes? Oh, this one. What is? It's u. Hiragana u. It's not a small letter. It's used for elongation. So this ka. Is it? I'll just ignore this. Oh, it's the same size. Any questions? I just quickly come to the document where the online group has been typing. I'll just check. Wow, fantastic. Okay. Chotto ii desu ka? I hope you don't mind. Yes. Ohayou gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. You can also practice, eh? Oyasumi nasai desu ne. Vignesh-san, you can just check that. Great, fantastic. これ漢字ですね。はい。大丈夫ですか? Fantastic. Rudav-san, you can try changing it to katakana for your name. Yes. Sumimasen. For just regular n, you can type double N. Yes, double N.
Hi, Sensei.
Hi. Oka-san, you can put in an extra A for elongation, right? Shantanu-san, Ohayo, you should add an elongation here. Arigato, again, you have to add U for elongation. Oba-san, fantastic. Okay, looking good. Nihon should be in hiragana desu ne. Chiketto, fantastic. Daijoubu. Daijoubu. Jo is actually elongated. That's a note for everybody. Make sure you elongate it. Ohayo. Advait-san, please check the spelling. Ohayo. Arigato. Great. Ii desu ne. Hai. Ohayo gozaimasu ne. Hai. Subramaniam-san, Shashank-san, I think your first part of your name got put in kanji. Please try to do it in. And now here, this is, I think, katakana. So please try to change it back. Great. Online no minasan wa yoku yattemasu ne. Hai, okay. So those of you who are working online, I will, in case we run out of time, I'll also check it after class and highlight it and keep it if something is incorrect. You can go back. Yes.
Should I change it to
Sumimasen. Piraichuri-san first.
In iPad, can we change to katakana? How can we change to katakana?
It should be given in the options. Like when you type a word, you'll get suggestions, right? In the suggestions, there should be something with katakana. Just search. You can also expand the list of suggestions.
Hi, Sensei.
Hi. Was it Subramaniam-san? You had a question?
Ma'am, it should be changed into hiragana, right?
For?
My name, actually.
No, actually it's in, the first part is in kanji. This part, it should be in katakana. This, koreva okay, this is fine. This is okay. This should be in katakana. And ohayo gozaimasu should be in hiragana. Yes. Okay, so coming back. Sumimasen. Daijoubu desu ka? Yes. Yes. Ohayo gozaimasu. SU, not CSU. And ohayo. Great, great. Is there anyone whose I haven't checked at all? I think there's a few people I couldn't come to see earlier. Yes. Hi.
Actually, this is a right.
Hi. Yes.
But there it looks like this.
That's just it's just a font thing. In some fonts, it will look thick like that. Yeah. Onaji. I'm sorry. It can be confusing because the font I'm using there is different from your computer. I think yours is Mincho. Mine is different. But it's correct.
Sensei, how to change the format of katakana?
That is to change from hiragana to katakana?
Yes, Sensei.
You can press F7 after you type it. The F7 key. Nice. It should be elongated more.
Oh, okay.
So if you put this, yeah, perfect. Yeah. This is jo. The yo, small yo should come before.
Oh, okay.
After that, you put the elongation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Looking good. Hi. Oh my God. Okay. Furudin. Great. This should be small e for D sound. So you can, so small a, sorry. So you can change that. Yeah.
Should be submitted.
Huh?
These words should be submitted.
It's no need for that. This is just practice. You'll have to type a lot for your homework later. So this is just practice for that. Hi, sumimasen. I just slipped through. Thank you. Yeah.
My name right in katakana. This is SH.
You should make it shu. So if you just type SH, it won't change into Japanese. SHU, if you type, it will become shu.
This one, right?
This is hu. SHU. Yeah, and change it to katakana. If you press F7. Yes, great. Hi. Hi, those. Please go ahead. Hi. Kyoshitsu. Yeah, so kyo is correct. Shi. Su. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Kyoshitsu. Yeah.
Right.
But if you write it as a full word, then you'll get the kanji for it. So kyo. Shitsu. So when you keep it together, like that highlighted part, then it will suggest the correct. This says shutsu. It should be shitsu.
But this is the right.
Yeah. Then yeah, this is correct. This is the kanji for it. Yeah. Hi. Daijoubu desu ka? Oka-san. Oto-san. It says Teo here. It should be.
Sensei, I'm unable to change it to katakana form actually.
1 second, I'll just come to that. This one, erase it and try to rewrite it. That's better. There's no way to change something you've already typed once you've hit enter. So you can remove the text and then type it again. And this ba, right? If you put just B, it won't come in Japanese. So you have to add some vowel sound. So subu, maybe you can try. Subura mania. Is it okay?
Sensei.
Hi. Hi. You can also practice Kyoshitsu classroom. Yes. Avinash-san, how are you doing? Moichido. And onegai. I think you still want to be a bit more thorough with hiragana, right? Iie. It should be a. Yeah. Just a. You've already typed the E, right? A this. Hi. We'll just cover some of the other answers together now. Yes? What is excuse me / sorry? Sumimasen, right? Hi.
Sumimasen.
Sumimasen. You should type it like this. Yes? You're welcome. No, I'm not saying that. I'm asking. What is you're welcome? Yes. Do, elongated, right? Do itashimashite. Ne? Yes, do itashimashite, like this. What about yes and no? Hi. Iie. Iie. Yes. Mother? Okasan. Okasan. Ne? Okasan. Father?
Osan.
Osan. Ne? With the elongation. Aunt?
Obasan.
Obasan. Without elongation. Grandfather?
Oji-san.
Oji-san. Ne? With elongation. Teacher?
Sensei.
Sensei. With the elongation. Right? S-E-N-S-E-I. Student?
Gakusei.
Gakusei. Classroom?
Kyoshitsu.
Kyoshitsu. Kyoshitsu. Japan?
Nihon.
Nihon. Now, when you write words in Japanese, actual Japanese words, you'll start getting kanji suggestions. Yeah. So, for example, this, it's what's there in your textbook cover, right? Nihon, Japan. Nihongo, Japanese language. It will be in kanji. You don't have to use kanji yet. What is ticket? Ticket? Kippu. K-I-P-P-U. Kippu. 大丈夫ですか? Is there anybody who wants me to check anything particular, like if you typed it correctly? You can, of course, self-check your answers. Hi. Hi, dozo. Sumimasen. Sorry. Yeah. Kirti Sai, is it? Kirti Sai Sharan. Okay. Kiriti. Okay. Kiru may be better. As I say, the U sound in Japanese is generally a bit short. So when we want it to be all like not there, go for the U sound. So kiruti might be better. Kiruti. Okay. Sai, Sharan sound. That's perfect. Great.
Instead of I want to
try Aryu. Yeah. Sumimasen. Perfect. Yeah. Remember to change this to katakana. It's your name, right? So you can change it to katakana. This is all hiragana, no? And konnichiwa. Check the spelling. Konbanwa is correct. And also moichi. Sorry, this should be sumimasen. Ne? Moichido onegai shimasu. Yeah.
Section Raj.
Raju? Yeah. Raju. I know it sounds like Raju, but it's not a long U sound. So it should be okay. Hi. Everybody online? Doing okay? Any questions? 大丈夫ですか? Hi. Yeah. Yeah. You can say just who. We don't, it need not be boo. They have fu sound, no? Yeah. Fu is there, no? In katakana. This actually is fu also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can use that. Furan, shisu. Francis. Yeah, you can go for that. Hi. Fantastic. Okay. Mohan? Mohan?
Babu.
Babu. Okay, Babu. Convenient. Hi.
Like this one. No, for no.
It's E. A. Yes.
E.
Yeah. So it's I. I. For pronunciation is that. Okay, yeah. And it's Nihongo. Yeah. Hi. Yes?
Ma'am, I have just completed all the words. Can you please check mine?
Hi, sure. Just give me 1 second.
It's on number 14.
Vanisha-san, isn't it? Hi. 14. Vanisha-san. Great. Your katakana is good. Ohayo gozaimasu. It should be elongated. Yes? Ohayo. Konnichiwa. Ni. Chi. And this wa should be ha, right? Hi. Ha. So ko ni chi wa. Great. Oyasumi nasai, sumimasen. Ariga. In arigato, we don't have a double consonant.
Okay, ma'am.
So arigato should be elongated again. Arigatou gozaimasu. Mou ichido. Mo should be elongated. Mo. So I think that's one thing to work on. Elongation.
Okay.
Mou ichido onegai shimasu. Oto-san also we don't have double consonant. O-san. Oni-san is also elongated. Oni-san. And san is not elongated. Hi. Those. Please go ahead. San. Again, san does not have elongation. U-san, great. Kyoshitsu elongated with U sound. Hi. Nihon, Indo, Pasokon. Toke. Kore wa? It should be hiragana desu ne.
Okay, ma'am.
Hi. Great. Otherwise, looking quite good. Just mainly elongations. You can just check those.
Okay, ma'am. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Yeah. Hi. Yes, everybody here done? Is there anything anyone wants me to check? Yeah. Hi. Yes.
The sound is
Ajizu. Maybe you can go for that.
zone.
Yeah. No, there's no is. Only ending sound. Shibani. Yeah, this is good. If you want a long sound, you can put Shibani. But this is also easy, so it's fine. It's great you use the brackets and everything. Nice. Ajizu. Azi. They don't have a Z sound. G. They're likely to use G for that. Ajizu.
And in Tamil, I write Ajiz only.
Even in Tamil, we have the same problem, right? Yeah, actually, it's Azza, right? Ajizu might be it. Yeah. For G, you can change it Ji. Yeah. And also in katakana. G, Z. Ajiz. If you want it to be a long sound, Ajiz. Yeah. You can tell them though, it's the sound. but actually this is the next best thing. They don't have Z sound, right? Unfortunately. So one missing one. Hi.
This is good.
Om Swarupa, is it? Om Swarupa. Oh, great. Great. Yeah. Hi. Looking good. Yes.
What do you call class?
Kyoshitsu. Kyoshitsu. Kyo. Yeah. You can try it. Yeah. Elongation.
Elongation.
Yeah. It's a hiragana. So you can use Kyoshitsu. Tsu. Yes, correct. Gakusei. Not gakusen. Gakusei.
Gakusei.
Yeah. It should be with E. That is I. Se. Se I. Ne? Gakusei. Daijoubu desu ka? Yeah?
I'm translating everything in Korean.
Okay, great. So far it looks good. Hey, sumimasen. Dozo. Yes, how are you guys doing?
I like it. Sensei, what is for a 20 question, Sensei, or is only the 90?
I don't remember now. Let me see. This daijoubu desu ka? Last one?
Last one is only daijoubu desu ka, right?
Yeah. That's the last one. Hi.
What's for E?
Indo. Indo. That's it. Hi. Yeah. Yes.
Ma'am, Oto-san is father, ma'am. Even if we take this more means, it's also coming again father.
Because I think it's some people pronounce it without elongation. They say Oto-san, they just say it very short like that in spoken language. And the elongation should be with U, not O. Hi. Any questions? Are we okay? Hi. Hi. Any questions? Daijoubu desu ka?
Daijoubu desu.
Okay, great. So we will close with the typing part with this. Hi, 1 second. Yes.
Sensei,
Hi.
Sensei, I just find some difficulty in changing it from hiragana to katakana and katakana to hiragana as well.
Once you change it to katakana, there's no easy way. So you can just retype. Can I just have a little silence? Yes. Hi. Yes. So once you change it to katakana, it's difficult to change back to hiragana. So it's better to retype it. Leave it in hiragana. Don't change to katakana if it's not a foreign word, right? You can leave it in hiragana mostly. To change to katakana in general, use F7. It's the easiest way. Yeah. If you're using a smartphone, you have to go with suggestions. That's the best way. It's a little bit painstaking for katakana.
I'm just typing in my laptop. Then also I just find it a bit difficult.
For katakana in particular?
Yes, I guess so.
You can just type the whole thing and then use F7, or you can go letter by letter. Like pasokon, for example. Once you have it typed in hiragana, if you use F7, it'll change.
Okay.
So I want everyone, can I have everyone's attention? Yes? Everyone's attention? Yes. Daijoubu desu ka? Okay. So I will be sharing both of these documents in Google Classroom. Those of you who are online can continue working on it, or I'll check it afterwards and I'll just mark in red if something is incorrect. And those of you who are here in person, I'll give the correct answers too. Please check the spelling, right? Until now, we were reading words. So it was provided to you, right? The spelling was given to you. But when you have to start writing, you have to know the correct spelling. Otherwise, the wrong word or the wrong letters altogether will come out. So when you're learning, be sure that you're getting the exact spelling of the words that you're picking up. Otherwise, when you type, it's going to go a bit crazy. Yes. So that's something I want you to be aware of right from the beginning. When you type, there's no other way. You have to know. If you don't know, it cannot come out correctly. Right? It's the same as English, but in English these days we have autocorrect, spell check, Grammarly, and all that. And in English, we don't have kanji. So if you type something sort of kind of wrong and it tells you a correction, you can go with that correction blindly in English. But in Japanese, you cannot go with kanji blindly when you don't know them. How can you be sure that that is the correct kanji? So for that, you need to be confident, because in this stage, we're using only hiragana. The computer will give you kanji suggestions, not hiragana suggestions. So you have to be confident, especially C1 and C2 levels. Please take a bit of extra care. When you get to C3, you'll know most of the kanji. Like by that time around, I think 800 kanji we'll be covering. In C1 level, we'll be covering about 150 kanji, just to give you an idea of the difference. So it's still a lot, right? 150 is not much. You'll see it soon. So please review, practice typing. In your textbooks, we'll be starting lesson 1 next weekend. If you take a look, you'll have exercises. Page 11 in the old version. Maybe in your version, the page is different. I'll just take a look. Yeah. Hi. Yeah, page 11. You'll have this thing called Renshu. On top, it says Renshu in brackets. Renshu means practice. Yeah. So this is for you to practice what we're learning. And sometimes next to some exercises, there's a little keyboard icon, right? Tiny little keyboard icon. If you flip the page, you'll see it in some pages. That's just an indication. If you want, you can practice typing, right? These are sentences. You can get some extra practice by trying it out on your computer. Apart from that, we will have the exercises on our online platform. You have to type and submit those. We also have 2 tests that are part of your curriculum. After 10 lessons, you'll take 1 test. And after the full syllabus is completed, you'll be taking 1 more test. That's also completely online. You have to type answers in some parts. You have to choose the correct answer in some parts. You have to listen to Japanese and answer. And you have to speak in some parts. That's the whole point. Actually, CJAT exam is modeled and developed here. We wanted to make an exam that includes typing and speaking. JLPT exam, some of you may know about it. It doesn't test if you can use Japanese. It only tests if you can read Japanese, if you know the grammar, if you know how to read sentences. But in real life, reading is not enough, right? When you meet a Japanese, you need to speak to them. You need to communicate. So that's the whole point. So that's why we keep stressing. You need to generate language on your own. And you need to be able to type and write and communicate, talk to people. That's the whole point of our course. So going forward, we'll be focusing a lot on that. We'll do some activities in class to try to speak more. You have to practice the typing on your own. And that's how we're going to move forward. Yes. So please practice when you get time. As you're learning hiragana and katakana, you can also do the typing part. Right now, that's one more way that you can practice. So I'd like everyone to be confident when you come back next weekend with hiragana. Yes, 100% with hiragana, double consonant, elongation, everything. And katakana, at least 60 to 70%. Ii desu ka? Is it okay? Now we still have a few minutes. So what I shared yesterday, I wanted to put it on the slide and show everyone. Oh, sure. This is just for fun. Yeah. So we were talking about different ways in Japanese to say you and I, right? So I've just put it up on the slide. Can we read these words together before we close? What's the very first one?
Watashi.
Watashi.
Watashi, right? Your standard. It's formal. It's a little feminine, but men can use it. Men do use it. It's polite towards your listener. You can use it. Yes, it's the standard one. Hi.
Atashi.
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 Yes.
Okay? Atashi is an informal and casual way that women call themselves. Sometimes, not all women, some women. Okay? So you girls or young women, maybe in their 20s, sometimes even older women may use it. So when you're watching for this, you can listen for it. This is boku. Yeah? Boku is masculine. It's formal. So men in formal settings who don't want to sound like a little feminine, who they want to sound more masculine, they might use this. But it's very formal. Yes? Nothing wrong with it.
Ore.
Ore. Yeah. Ore is rough, right? It's very masculine, it's very rough. You don't use it in formal situations. Mostly boys and young men use it. And
Washi.
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 It's like a watered down version of watashi, right? And it's used by very old people because it's easier to pronounce, right? You don't have to make that extra sound. Sometimes old people use this. For you,
Anata.
anata. Anata, it's formal, it's polite, but you can only use it for people of equal or lower status. Never use it for somebody higher status than you or older than you. How can we read it?
Anta.
Anta. Anta is a rude, impolite version of anata. Please don't use it. You will hear it if you watch things in Japanese, but don't use it. We spoke about this.
Kimi.
Kimi shows a little familiarity with someone. Yeah. So it's a bit masculine. So men use it more than women do. Women can, but they mostly don't. And lastly,
Omae.
omae. Never use this. Please don't use it. It's rude. It's downright rude. It didn't used to be, but it became rude. Hi?
We also used to say anu.
Anu is like a filler sound. Like when they're thinking, they're trying to say, like, I don't know what to say next. Anu, I want to ask you something. You want to break the ice? You don't want to come out and ask something. They say anu. They're not talking about that person. It's just them breaking. It's like like that. Yes.
In that formal sense, whichever is like mentioned as informal, that means it's rude to use it.
Informal is not necessarily rude. It's just something you don't use in a formal setting. Like if you're in an office, you have to maintain your dignity, right? That's why. But if you're talking to your friends, you can be informal with them. It doesn't mean you're being rude to them. You're just not being very stiff. That's all. So it's not necessarily rude. That's why I've divided formality and politeness are two different things in Japanese.
But whichever is rough also sensei, is it?
Rough is rude. A little, not rude to the other person, but it shows that you aren't being formal. You're not holding yourself in a very proper way in front of people. It's a good question, though. Thank you for asking. We also looked at some honorifics. So apart from san, we saw sama. Yeah, sama. It's highly respectful, right? It's the same thing as san, but more respectful. We also saw
Kun.
Kun, mostly used for men who are of equal or inferior status. And
Chan.
chan, right? Chan is informal and familiar. You don't see this in formal settings. In an office place, nobody would use something like this. Kun also can be used in the office, but chan won't. It's too familiar. It's very chummy, right? Only when you're very friendly with someone, you'll use this. Yeah. Just wanted to put it on the screen so you get a clearer picture. Ii desu ka? Is it okay? Daijoubu desu ka?
Daijoubu desu.
Hi. So I hope everyone's feeling comfortable with typing. Next week onwards, we're going to be starting sentences. We're going to start grammar. We're going to learn how to introduce ourselves in Japanese, how to introduce other people in Japanese. So we're going to start diving into all that. And it's all going to be in hiragana on the screen. So you need to be ready with hiragana. I'm looking forward to that. But before that, just a moment to pat yourselves on the back. Yes, it's just been a couple of weeks, but many of you are comfortably already reading hiragana, which means this is it, right? It's hard. It's not even been a month, but you're reading Japanese. You're speaking Japanese. So once in a while, when you're learning languages, you'll feel tired. You'll think, oh, I'm not progressing. Take a moment to appreciate the little things that you have achieved. It's small, but it's a really big step, right? Learning a language is not easy. So appreciate the progress that you have made. I just want to give everybody a hand for coming this far already. And I'm looking forward to going forward very quickly from here. Hai. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Hi, see you all again next week. Mata raishu.
Mata
raishu.
Mata raishu.
Hi, mata raishu.
Thank you, Sensei.
Hi, arigatou gozaimasu.
Sensei,
Hi.
Google Classroom is not.
Sorry?
Google Classroom
Classroom.
is not coming.
It's not coming for you. Can you get in touch with the admin team? See if there's some.
Even I haven't got any notification about the Google Classroom.
Actually, it would have come with your Zoom registration email. So if you check in that email, I believe there should be a link for Google Classroom also. Just check for that.
Okay.
I checked it, but it's not there.
So this, in case you still don't have it, you can contact the admin team. Maybe they can forward it again to you or something.
Yeah. Okay.
I
This is
contacted
today,
Sensei, I have some more doubts about typing the hiragana and katakana in the notepad, that which we were doing in the class today, right?
Yeah, sure. Do you mind
So-
staying back a few minutes? Yeah.
So how can I just type it properly without making any grammatical mistakes when I'm just doing that? Because it's so hard to find out my name properly.
For that, just identify what you want to type as your name one time. If you fix it, then you can keep typing it the same way every time. Mostly your computer will also learn the spelling. If you can teach it, that's the ideal thing. So maybe
Yeah, today I just installed because last class I wasn't present due to some
oh, okay.
exam issues. So I didn't know what happened yesterday. So
Actually, yesterday we didn't start the typing part. We only started it today. But for your name, for example, you can just first think about it in Japanese sounds, right? So your name is, you prefer to go by Subramaniam?
Shashank is fine.
Shashank, okay. So maybe this would be the closest way they would say it in Japanese. So you have to think in Japanese sounds. And then if you hit F7, then you can fix this. Then go forward. Going forward, this is the way you're always going to present it to a Japanese person. So you can, this is going to be your name spelling in Japanese. That way you can get it the same way every time.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Pirechiri-san?
My name also, it's like not coming for me.
Again, just try to change it into Japanese sound. So P, Ra, E. So until it's Pirai, I think it's
No, the next, my
second name.
Rudav.
Sorry, what is it?
Rudav.
Yes, okay. 1 second. I think you have typed it somewhere here, right? Which number is yours?
Second.
Second one. Okay. 1 second. Scrolling up. Hi. Rudavu. See, if you try boo or boo here, then you'll be able to get it. So,
Nice.
Yeah, da is okay, I think. Da, actually, you don't need this. You can just put da, no? Katakana da. Ruda.